The Nigeria Labour Congress and the Trade Union Congress Lagos State Chapter have endorsed Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu and his deputy Obafemi Hamzat for a second term in office. Both unions made this decision during a rally held at the Police College in Ikeja. Senior correspondent Adedoja Salamadeni has more.
It's another campaign rally. This time around, it's the labor unions, and this speaks volume. They have converged on the Police College ground, Ikeja, to throw their weight behind the Greater Lagos Rising campaign of Sanwo-Olu Hamzat.
This is the first time that Labour in Lagos State will come out openly like this to come and show support and solidarity, to come and endorse any candidate of any party. We have never done it before.
We have agreed to be with and work with and see to it that Mr. Babajide Sanwo-Olu and his deputy governor are returned for another 4 years in office.
Reeling out his achievements in the last 4 years, Governor Sanwo-Olu said he is not tired.
We are coming back bigger, stronger, and better. And for who? For you, the great people of Lagos State. We will do things much more than we have done. We will not embarrass you. We will make life a lot more pleasurable for you. We will make sure that the spaces in which you work are the very best that you can imagine. Your children, we will make sure that they come out in flying colors.
Meanwhile, another campaign continues at Ojo area of Lagos, where residents of Lagos West 2 Senatorial District trooped out in their numbers for the presidential and governorship mega rally. The organizers received defectors from other parties with open arms. The newcomers promised to work with the APC to achieve victory at all levels.
Welcome, my brother.
Adedoja Salamadeni, TVC News, Lagos.
Delta State now, where the local government campaigns of the People's Democratic Party, led by the party's vice presidential candidate and governor of the state, Ifeanyi Okowa, continues this Friday in Ika South and Ika Northeast local government councils. The campaign in Ika South, which is underway at the government secondary school field in AGBO, has in attendance all candidates of the PDP vying for elective positions in the state, as well as their supporters and party faithful. And later today, another rally will hold at Ika Grammar School. Delta State's PDP Campaign Council spokesperson Latimo Ogenesiwe expressed confidence that the two campaign rallies will afford the party the opportunity to present their manifesto of its presidential and governorship candidates to the people of the area. And while urging party members to intensify grassroots mobilization for the party, the Delta PDP Campaign Council says it is confident of victory at the general election, which commences on February the 25th. In Katsina State, Governor Aminu Bello MASARI has flagged off the distribution of empowerment items worth 1 billion naira to imams as well as women and youth organizations in Funtua zone of the state. The items were provided by the senator represented Funtua zone, Senator Bello Mandia, to boost the livelihoods of residents in his constituency. TVC News' Abdulatif Yusuf has more.
The impact of economic meltdown globally and insecurity has left many families with mixed fortunes. This is why many families have to rely on special empowerment packages like this for survival. Imams were especially considered in these empowerment packages in recognition of their role as spiritual leaders. 130 tricycles were procured by the lawmaker to be distributed to the clerics from the zone.
We came purposely to support him and encourage him and appreciate him, because this is a senator who is not coming back, who lost the primaries. and yet decided to come and spend well over 1 billion naira in terms of tricycles, motorcycles, sewing machines, buses, food, and fertilizer, many items that will significantly improve the quality of lives of those who are lucky to be part of the recipients. So it's also significant coming at this time when we have less than 60 days to election.
Other items distributed include 200 motorcycles, 750 water pumps, and 200 deep freezers for women, among others. The senator who lost out at the primary elections said the effort is to ensure that APC remains victorious at all levels. This gesture is intended to bring succor to families affected by economic meltdown and insecurity. I also wish to urge you to vote for our party, APC. The need for politicians and wealthy to identify with the less privileged is an ever-present reality. Many families who can no longer go to their farms must depend on interventions like this to make ends meet. Abdulatif Yusuf, TVC News, Katsina.
The Court of Appeal in Abuja has declared Francis AGBO as the validly nominated candidate of the People's Democratic Party for the Ado-Okpoku-Ogbadibo Federal Constituency of BENUE State. In a unanimous judgment, a three-justice panel of the Appellate Court held that Ida Okuche, who was declared the winner of the PDP primaries by the Independent National Electoral Commission, was still a staff of the Federal Inland Revenue Service at the time of the election. TVC News' Celestina Area has details.
The Court of Appeal has ordered the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) to withdraw the certificate of return issued to Ida Okuche and issue same to Francis AGBO as the validly nominated candidates of the party for the federal seats. Mr. AGBO, who doubles as the chairman of the House Committee on Narcotics and Drugs, came second in the primary election. The Federal High Court sitting in Makurdi had on 11th November 2022 declared Ms. Okuche as a duly elected candidate of the PDP for the federal constituency. Mr. AGBO had approached the trial court for an order disqualifying Ms. Okuche's candidacy because she did not resign her appointment before contesting the election. He argued that his opponent only resigned her engagement with FIRS 2 days after she won the party primary election. According to the aggrieved lawmaker, Ms. Okuche was also engaged by BENUE State Government as the Principal Special Assistant to the Governor. Justice B.I. Gaffey, who led the panel of justices, said that Ms. Okuche ought to have resigned her employment from the service before contesting the primary election of the PDP. The decision of the lower court recognizing the participation and the election of the first respondent is illegal and unlawful. The judge relied on Section 66 subsection 1F to declare Mrs. Okuche's election as unlawful. Celestina Area, TVC News, Abuja.